Okay, so picture this. You're a plumber.
Okay.
You're living in Denmark. It's cold. The work is hard. And financially, you are tight.
You're talking counting the pennies for groceries tight.
Exactly. I mean, you are effectively starting from absolute zero.
It's that classic back against the wall scenario, the kind where you're just looking for any way out.
Right. And then, in the span of a single month, just 30 days, you go from that exact situation to generating $9,300 online.
That is a very specific number, and honestly, a pretty dramatic turnaround.
It is, right? And here's the kicker, the part that really makes you stop and stare.
Go on.
You didn't pick up a single wrench to do it. You didn't even show your face on camera.
So this is the origin story.
According to the source material we're digging into today, this is the origin story, or maybe the founding myth, behind a system called AI cash clone.
It hits all the right notes, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
The underdog, the crazy fast success, and the secret mechanism that makes it all happen.
So today we're doing a deep dive into a really comprehensive review by a guy named Rob Palmer of this system, which was created by Phil Johansson. And the promise here is it's bold.
How bold are we talking?
We are talking about generating $200+ a day, primarily on Instagram.
Okay, but it's the conditions of that promise that are always the interesting part. Usually, to make that kind of money on Instagram, you need to be an influencer. You need a huge following.
Exactly. The claim here is you can do it without any real tech skills, without being an influencer, and this is the core of it, without anyone knowing that the person posting isn't actually real.
And that's what we really need to unpack today. This is a move beyond traditional influencer marketing.
What would you call it?
I'd call it AI proxy marketing.
AI proxy marketing.
I like that.
It sounds futuristic and a little bit mysterious.
Well, that's our mission for this deep dive. Let's strip away all the hype and figure out the actual mechanics.
Right. How does a digital twin actually function as a business model? Is it just smoke and mirrors, or is there a real engine under the hood?
I want to know how the sausage is made.
Or, in this case, how the digital avatar gets rendered. So Rob breaks down the members area, and he says there are basically two different routes you can take.
Like a choose-your-own-adventure.
That's it. So it's not a one-size-fits-all thing.
That's right. The first route is what they call the AI cash clone itself. This is the purely anonymous route.
For the people who want the cash but absolutely do not want the fame, the secret agent approach.
Precisely. The training focuses on using what they call base prompts to generate completely artificial male or female avatars.
So you're not cloning yourself here. You're more like a casting director.
Exactly. You're building a persona from scratch to fit a specific niche.
So if I want to sell, I don't know, workout supplements, I just generate a guy who looks like he lives in a gym.
You got it. You tailor the face to the audience. And the whole goal is to run these social media accounts, mostly Instagram and TikTok, completely behind this mask.
So you're basically running a puppet show.
In a way, yeah. This is for people who are maybe introverted or have a day job they can't risk or just hate the idea of recording videos of themselves every day.
Okay, that makes sense. But then there's the second route. And this is where it gets a little bit...
A little Black Mirror.
A little Black Mirror for me, yeah. That your own AI avatar route, the digital twin.
And this is for the user who actually wants a personal brand. They want their face out there, but they just don't want to do the physical work of filming.
The influencer life without the inconvenience of reality.
That's the promise.
And the source material gets surprisingly specific about how you pull this off. It's not just upload a selfie and click go.
No, and that's actually a good sign. It shows there's a real process.
Yeah.
The reviewer mentioned taking specific reference pictures.
I saw that. And he even got into the weeds on file formats. Did you catch that bit about HEIC files?
I did. You have to convert them from the standard iPhone format into JPEGs just to make the software work.
Which tells me two things. One, the software they're using is a little bit finicky.
And two, there's a learning curve. Sure. You're feeding the AI all this reference data, your photos, so it can learn your face. Then you use other software to animate it so it can speak.
It's like you're sending your clone out to do the work while you stay in bed.
Ideally, yeah.
Speaking of things that seem a little surreal, we have to talk about the helicopter.
The viral helicopter image, yes.
I just had to laugh when I saw that in the course outline. It's such a specific, weird module. How to create my viral helicopter image.
It sounds bizarre out of context, I know. But from a marketing psychology perspective, it's actually really smart.
How so? Is there a big market for helicopter content I'm missing?
Not specifically helicopters, no. But think about it. We live in an attention economy. Most people are just mindlessly scrolling.
Doom scrolling, yeah.
To get them to stop, you need what's called a pattern interrupt.
Something that jolts them, something that doesn't fit.
Exactly. A standard selfie doesn't stop anyone anymore, but a hyper-realistic, slightly absurd image of a helicopter in a weird place, that stops the thumb.
So the training on that is really just about teaching the concept of stopping the scroll.
Correct. It's about how to create engagement triggers.
Okay, so we've got the concept, fake people or digital clones making real money. Let's look under the hood. What's a tech stack?
They do name drop a few specific tools, which helps move this from magic into an actual workflow.
What are they?
The two big ones are OpenArt and Higgsfield.
I've heard of OpenArt. That's an image generator, kind of like Midjourney, right?
Very similar. In this system, OpenArt is like the architect. It's where you generate the base, look, the face, the style, all that. But an image is just an image.
To be an influencer, it needs to move.
And that's where Higgsfield comes in. Higgsfield is the animator. It does the heavy lifting, the text-to-image and image-to-video stuff. It takes that face you built and makes it blink and nod and smile.
Now, the reviewer, Rob Palmer, he seemed really excited about a Chrome extension for Higgsfield. He called it worth gold. Why?
It's all about reducing friction. Prompt engineering writing, the actual text commands that tell the AI what to do, is hard.
Right.
If you just type, make a video of a man, you get garbage. You need to type, photorealistic 8K cinematic shot of a Caucasian male, 30s, speaking naturally, and on and on.
Which sounds exhausting if you have to do it 50 times a day.
Exactly. That extension likely automates all of that. It probably has templates or presets. In a business model like this, volume is everything. You can't spend hours rendering one little video.
Speed is the game.
Yeah.
But there was another step mentioned that sounded like the opposite of speedy. It sounded really boring.
Yes. Warming up the accounts.
That's where the get-rich-quick fantasy meets reality, I guess.
It meets the fraud detection algorithm, reality. Because Instagram isn't stupid.
Not at all.
If you create a brand new account at 9 a.m. and by 9:05 you're posting 5 AI videos and a shady link,
You're banned.
instantly, you get shadow banned. Instagram smells a bot a mile away. So the training covers how to warm up your account, spending days, maybe weeks, just acting like a real human.
Scrolling, liking cat videos, commenting.
You have to teach the algorithm that you have a pulse. If you skip this, your cash clone is dead before it even starts.
It's a crucial detail. And speaking of selling, there's another technical tactic mentioned, domain redirect. Can we break that down?
Sure, it sounds complicated, but it's really just a trust mechanism. Imagine you're selling a weight loss supplement. The affiliate link they give you usually looks awful, right?
Yeah, it's just a long string of random numbers and letters. Looks like a virus.
It looks like spam. Nobody clicks that. A domain redirect is just buying a nice, clean URL like sarahsfitnesstips.com and setting it up so it bounces them to that ugly affiliate link.
So the user sees a name they can trust, but the tracking still works for the affiliate.
Exactly. In a system where the person isn't even real, you're already fighting a trust deficit. You have to manufacture credibility wherever you can.
That's a great point. Which leads me to the bonuses. The reviewer offers this huge bonus package, and my first thought is always marketing fluff.
Just extra PDFs to make the offer look bigger.
Yeah. But you pointed out that these bonuses are actually like a diagnostic tool.
They tell us what's missing from the main product. They're like patches for a piece of software. You can see where users usually fail.
Okay, let's test that. Bonus number 1, AI Instagram post prompt pack.
Easy. The problem is that default AI captions are robotic. They sound like a corporate press release.
Here is a product I like.
Right. Gets zero engagement. The solution. A pack of prompts to make ChatGPT write captions that use slang, emojis, emotional hooks. It tells us the core product teaches the video, but not the copy.
Okay. Bonus number 2, AI persona niche research guide.
The problem there is analysis paralysis. A user buys the course, they get the software, and then they just freeze.
What niche should I pick? Fitness, crypto, dog training.
Exactly. So this bonus uses ChatGPT to find least saturated niches. It tackles the fear of competition head on.
Makes sense. Bonus number 3, affiliate funnel script kit. This one sounded a bit more advanced.
This is a big one. The core course teaches you how to get views, but views don't pay the bills. Sales do.
Right.
So this funnel script kit is about turning a like into an email sign-up. It's adding an entire monetization layer, email marketing, that seems to be underexplained in the main training.
And what about the ChatGPT Vault for troubleshooting?
That's the emergency box. My views dropped. My link isn't working. I think I'm shadow banned. It admits that this is not going to be a smooth ride.
So the reviewer is basically selling you a map to the minefield you're about to walk into.
And he's selling it as a gift. It's a very, very smart affiliate play.
So let's talk about the price. Because for a system that promises the Danish plumber result, the entry fee seems suspiciously low.
The front end, the main system, is listed at what, $12.95?
$12.95, that's the price of a sandwich.
The real business model is in the upsells.
Knew it. Walk me through the upsell ladder.
Okay, so you pay your $12.95. Immediately, you get hit with upsell 1, the automation edition, for $37.
Here's the system, but do you really want to do all this clicking yourself?
That's the pitch. Then comes the big one, upsell 2, done for you setup for $197.
Wow, that's a big jump.
It is.
And this promises that their team just does all the technical setup for you.
Exactly. It targets the person with more money than time. We'll build the robot, you just turn the key.
And the last one.
Upsell 3 is $67 for instant cash backgrounds. Professionally designed backdrops to make your AI persona look like they're in a mansion or a fancy office.
So if you buy the whole package, you're in for around $300.
Roughly, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy, it's cheap, it works for anyone, but you have to act now. It just bypasses your logical brain.
So let's zoom out. We've got a system. You pay a few $100, you get a robot that looks like a person, you warm it up so Instagram thinks it's human, and then you sell stuff to people who think they're following a real influencer.
That's the summary. It's a fundamental shift. We're moving from influencer marketing,
Yeah.
where you follow a specific person's life, to just content arbitrage.
Yeah.
The persona is just a vessel.
It's kind of genius. From a pure business efficiency standpoint, the talent never gets sick, never has a scandal.
You don't need to be charismatic or even awake. You just need to be a good prompt engineer.
Yeah.
It sort of democratizes influence in a really strange way.
But does it actually work? That's the million-dollar question.
Well, the individual components work. The tools, Higgsfield, OpenArt, they're real. Affiliate marketing on Instagram is a real industry. The advice about warming up accounts and domain redirects is sound.
So the engine is real.
The engine is real. The variable is the human element, or I guess the lack of it. Can an AI persona really maintain an audience long term? Can you build a loyal community around a ghost?
I don't know. That's the unproven ground.
Yeah.
And that brings us to the end of our deep dive. We've unpacked the 2 routes, the tech, the pricing, and yes, even the viral helicopter.
It's a fascinating glimpse into the very near future of online marketing.
And before we go, I want to leave you, the listener, with one last thought. The core promise of this entire product is that these AI clones are so realistic that, and I'm quoting again, no one knows it's not a real person.
Which raises a massive question for all of us just consuming content online.
Exactly. If this business model succeeds, and if it scales, what does your social media feed look like in 2 years?
We're already seeing that dead internet theory being discussed. The idea that the internet is mostly bots talking to other bots. This is just the industrialization of that theory.
So are we moving toward a world where we're just scrolling through a feed that is filled entirely with ghosts? And more importantly, if the content is entertaining, if the helicopter makes you stop and look.
Will we even care that there's no one home?
That's the big question. We might not. Something to chew on next time you double tap a post. Thanks for listening to The Deep Dive.
We'll catch you on the next one.